Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about green card for parents of a U.S. citizen. So if you are a U.S. citizen that's 21 years and older, you can petition your parents to obtain a green card to come to the U.S. Or if they are in the U.S., they can apply in the U.S. and obtain a green card. So we're going to talk about the petition and also the application and all process. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, if you are a U.S. citizen and then you are 21 years and older and you live in the U.S., you have to establish a residency in the United States. So you must be in the U.S. in order to file a petition for your parents. And also your parents, they don't have to be in the U.S. They can be outside the United States. But if they are in the U.S., you can petition them as well. But there are some different criteria, different situation, and some requirement depending on the status of your parents if they are in the U.S. So suppose that you are a U.S. citizen and your parents are in the U.S. and they don't have any legal status. You can petition them simply by submitting an I-130 petition, which is the petition for alien relatives. So that I-130, if approved, your parents can proceed to the next step, which is the application for a green card. So the petition is the foundation of your parents to obtain a green card legal status, and you have to submit the I-130, which is the petition, okay? And there are some requirements for that. As I mentioned, you have to establish a residency in the U.S. So you have to have a physical address in the United States, and you have to file income taxes 3 consecutive years, and also you must be making 125% above the poverty level. If you're not making that, you're going to need a co-sponsor in order to submit that I-130 petition, okay? So once you submit the I-130 petition, it's going to take time. So lately, they're saying that it takes about a year, 10 months to a year for the I-130 to be processed. Regardless where your parents are, whether they are in the U.S. or outside the U.S., the I-130 petition takes about a year. So we're going to check out the processing time for I-130 for parents of a U.S. citizen. So let's check it out. Let's go to USCIS processing time. So from here, let's go and check it out. So as you can see, guys, we're going to go to this website. Here you can check out the case processing time. So we're going to look for Form I-130, which is the petition for alien relative. And we select it here, and then you're going to select the category. The category is that U.S. citizen filing for spouse, parent, and child under 21. So we're going to select this one. And here you get different centers. So you can select all offices, all field office, or Vermont, or Texas Service Center, Potomac Service Center, Nebraska, or National Benefit Center, or California Processing Center. So we're gonna select the Texas Service Center, which is like the fastest one. So let's go ahead and select Texas. The other ones will take forever, but if we submit our application through Texas Processing Center, it is faster. And let's go to processing time, and it's gonna tell us here. It says 14 months. So this is the processing time for I-130 in Texas Service Center, which is the fastest one. But again, guys, all cases are different. This, it depends on the case. Like every case is totally different. I've seen some cases being approved 2 months after submission. I've seen that it happening. So, like it says 14 months, but it can take 2 months, 3, 4, 5 months. It depends on the case. All cases is different, so don't be discouraged by that. Anyway, if you have the opportunity to sponsor your parents, just go ahead and do it. Don't even hesitate. Don't wait. Once they have the application on file, just wait until it is approved. So now let's talk about the I-130. So once the I-130 is approved, if your parents are outside the United States, the I-130 will be sent to the National Visa Center outside. It depends on what country your parents live. They're going to send it to the embassy, U.S. Embassy in that country. And from that, they're gonna proceed NVC Processing Center. And there are some documents required such as the DS260, which is the main application, and also some medical application, the I-693, and also the affidavit support, which is I-864, and some other documents to submit. You have to prove the relationship between parents and the U.S. citizen child, and some other documents required. And from that, the embassy will process the visa, and there's no wait time. So that's a great thing for immediate relative. There's no wait time. Visas are available right away, and they are unlimited for immediate relative. But if your parents are in the US, okay, suppose that they don't have any legal status and have been waiting until the child turned 21 and then apply for green card for them, and if they don't have any legal status, okay. So if you are in the US with no legal status and you've been working, but you don't have any immigration case, for example, it's very simple. Then your attorney, you must hire an attorney. The attorney will proceed and submit your I-485 along with I-765. So I-485 is the green card application, I-765 is the work authorization, and I-131 is the travel document. So your attorney will submit all those documents, but again, you have to submit some documents required, such as the affidavit support as well, and also the medical examination, and some other documents that you need to submit in order to proceed. And also, you work in the US with no authorization, all that will be forgiven because you are a parent of a US citizen, immediate relative. If you work here with no authorization, you are forgiven because you've been petitioned by an immediate relative, which is a US citizen. And now, suppose that the parents are in the US and they have some immigration case. If you have a deportation order, for example, and now you file for asylum and it was denied, and they ask you to leave the country, or removal proceeding, and some other stuff like that, some complicated immigration cases that you need to clear that out first before you submit the I-485, which is the application for green card. Again, guys, you must consult an attorney. Only an attorney, a very knowledgeable attorney, can help you go through that process. Do not do it yourself. So then, if you have an immigration case and you are on deportation order, for example, or removal proceeding, so you will need to have the I-130 approved first. So once you have the I-130 approved, your attorney will go to the ICE attorney. Your attorney will submit an application demanding the ICE attorney to open up your case, motion to open and reconsider. And the ICE attorney will open up your case and then terminate it. You have to have an approved I-130 from an immediate relative, like your child, which is your citizen. So once you have that I-130, the ICE attorney right now, the ICE attorney will open up your case and then terminate the deportation. So it's open to terminate. So once the deportation is terminated, then they will send your application to the USCIS, and from that you can apply for a green card. You can submit your I-485 and also all the application for work permit, which is the I-765, and I-130, which is the travel documentation. So again, if you have a deportation order and then you have a case of immigration, you need to clear that out first. So that's when you have a deportation order. Right now, during the Biden presidency, they've been terminating all cases right now because they're not looking to deport anyone from USA, because they cannot afford to deport everybody. So those are the low priority cases. If you are in the US, you don't have any criminal records, you have no issues with the law, no criminal records, you've been here, you've been a good person with good moral character, then, and you only have a deportation order, then you can be forgiven and you can apply for a green card. And now, once you submit your application for green card, there is a wait time as well. It can take up to 2 years, I would say. But again, every case is different. It can go faster. You can get a green card in 6 months. It all depends on the situation. Right now, let's go to the website and find out the processing time for I-485. All right, and let's go ahead and check it out. And here, this is the USCIS website. This is where you go to egov.uscis.gov. And from here, we're going to select the form. So it's going to be form I-485 this time because we checked out the I-130. So now we're going to check out the I-485, which is the application to register permanent residence or adjustment status. Okay, so let's select this one, I-485, and then let's select the category. So there's different categories here. So it's a family-based application. That's the one that's we're looking for, because family-based, because a U.S. citizen is petitioning for the parents. Okay, so family-based. And now let's select field office. There's a lot, as you can see here. You know, when I scroll down, there's too many in every state, for example, different cities. So depending on where you are, for example, I'm going to select somewhere in New York, okay, and let's see how it goes. But this is the website where you go to. You go to egov.uscis.gov, and let's select, for example, Buffalo, New York. I'm just like picking up random cities in order to see the processing time, and let's click on processing time. 12 months here, you know, it takes 12 months in Buffalo, and you select different cities. It depends on how many applications they're processing in different cities, and from now you can estimate how long it takes for your green card application to be processed. And also, let's check out the I-765. Let's check it out just for, and that's the work permit, because once you submit your application for green card, okay, you get a work permit while your application is being processed. So with the work permit, you can start working, apply for driver license, open a bank account, and do so many things. And you can also travel outside the United States. But again, I advise people not to go nowhere until they get their green card approved. So usually when you get that work permit along with the I-131, which is the travel documentation, you can travel outside the US and come back to the US while your application is being adjudicated by the USCIS. But again, like I say, don't go nowhere until you get your green card. So let's check out the I-765 here. Let's check it out. Let's see how it goes. Hold on one second. So we're going to go to forms again, and we're going to select the I-765, which is the work authorization. And that's the document that allows you to work while you wait for your green card to be processed. Okay, I-765 in category. We're going to check out the family-based. Based on I-485 adjustment of status, when you click on this, and then you can select the different cities. Actually, here they have service centers. But as I mentioned before, the Texas Service Center is the fastest one. So we select Texas, and then let's go and find out how long it takes. It says 14 months, which is really ridiculous. So, you know, like the work permit is made while you're waiting for your green card to be processed. And now the green card says 12 months. Now the work permit is 14 months. So this website is not reliable. You cannot rely on this website to obtain information about how long you should wait for your application to be processed. But again, like I say, sometimes people submit their application for green card and then the work permit, and the work permit comes, sometimes the green card comes before the work permit, or sometimes the work permit comes like 6 weeks after you submit the application. It all depends. Every case is different. All right. So again, this is the process about how to obtain your green card through your U.S. citizen child. But if you are outside the United States, it's a longer wait time because, you know, it's a consular processing time and requires some documentation and everything. And again, in the US as well, it requires some documentation. You have to show the relationship between you and the child. You have to prove it, such as your child's birth certificate and also you have to submit some documents such as the medical examination and also financial support and some other documentation. So guys, this is it. This is the I-130 processing time for parents of a U.S. citizen. So if you are a parent of a U.S. citizen and you are in the U.S. undocumented, you can get your green card as long as your child sponsor you submit I-130, and the child must be 21 years and older. And if you are outside the United States, it is also possible to obtain a green card through the child. But again, your child must be in the U.S. It must establish a U.S. residency. Your child must have a U.S. Physical address in the U.S. and also your child must be filing income taxes for three consecutive years, and your child must make an income that's above the poverty guidelines. Otherwise, you're gonna need a co-sponsor. So I hope this video was helpful, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and smash the notification bell for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.